Hi everyone. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm really excited about today's video. In today's video, I'm gonna be making my own super K-pop girl group. I'll be giving them a group name, a fandom name, fandom colors, positions and a debut mini album. I'm not gonna be doing a disclaimer for this video because I don't like doing one in every single intro. At the end of the video, feel free to share who your bias would be and what your favorite song is. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Yay! It was really hard coming up with a name for my group as I'm terrible with coming up with names, but the name that I decided to go for was Aurora, like the princess. The reason that I went with Aurora was because I thought the name sounded really pretty and I love the princess. The group's fandom name is Beauty, but they can also be called Belle, because Belle means beauty and as you can probably tell, I love Disney. I've also come up with some fandom colors for this group to represent them and their fandom. The pink one is to represent them as a group and the yellow one is to represent the fandom. So now for the concept, I didn't want to have a basic girl crush concept like most groups. I wanted Aurora to stand out from the rest of the groups. I wanted their concept to be a fun, energetic type concept, but not as energetic as songs like Cheer Up by Twice and Hiii by Luna. I wanted them to have a sophisticated title track but fun B-sides if that made any sense. And I forgot to mention that this group will consist of 7 members, who I think will fit this concept well. So with all the information out of the way, let's get into the members of Aurora.
First member of my group is Jihyo from Twice. The reason that I put Jihyo in my group was because I feel like she would fit the concept that I'm going for really well and I think that she would get along with all of the other members. Her positions are leader, main vocalist and lead dancer. The reason that I gave her the leader position was because she's the leader of Twice and she leads them really well. And she's also trained for the longest out of all of my members. And not to mention she's the oldest among my group. The reason that I gave her the main vocalist position was because, well, it's self-explanatory. Jihyo is one of the best vocalists in K-pop hands down. Her voice is so powerful and nice to listen to. And she can also go really deep with her voice, so I would definitely imagine her singing the songs that I've given for my group in her lower voice. And her final position is lead dancer because do I really have to explain myself? I'm surprised Jip hasn't given Jihyo a dance position yet because seriously, she can dance. The second member of my group is Rosé from Blackpink. The reason that I put Rosé in my group was because I think that she can pull off a sophisticated concept really well and I would love to see her perform the chosen title track. Her positions are lead vocalist, lead dancer and face of the group. The reason that I gave her lead vocalist was because I love her voice so much. She's actually my favorite female vocalist in K-pop. But the reason that she's not the main was because Jihyo and another member have stronger voices than Rosé. And the reason that I gave her lead dancer was because she's an amazing dancer and has a lot of stage presence. And I think her stage presence will fit the concept that I'm going for really nicely. And her final position is face of the group. The reason that I gave her the face of the group was because she's by far the most popular member of my group and she can get them popularity because she's from Blackpink, who are like the biggest girl group right now. The third member of my group is Ginsoul from Luna. Ginsoul was the second member to come to mind when I was thinking about making this video. And I'm so glad I added her because I can really imagine her joking around with the members and being like she is. The positions that I gave her were main rapper, lead vocalist and visual. The reason that I gave her the main rapper role was because she's a really strong rapper and even though Luna don't have fixed positions, she's rumored to be the main rapper. And she's actually not the only main rapper of my group. She's one out of 2 because I couldn't choose. Her second position is lead vocalist because her voice is so powerful. She could even be a main vocalist but I didn't want her to have both. So I just gave her lead. And her final position is visual. Because in Luna, she's number 3 in the Korean beauty standards. She has a really unique face and she's really stunning. I could look at her all day. Not in a creepy way. The fourth member of my group is Jiwon from Promise 9. The reason that I added Jiwon was because I feel like she can fit this concept really well and I feel like she would get recognition because she's a little bit underrated in my opinion. Not to mention she's also hilarious. So Jiwon is the only member of my group with only one position, and that position is main vocalist. The reason that I gave her main vocalist along with Jihyo is because she can really sing. She can do high notes and she can belt. She's the best vocalist in Promise 9 and she's probably the second best vocalist in Aurora in my opinion. Sorry that her segment is shorter than the rest, is because she's the only member with one position. The fifth member of my group is Chaewon from IZ*ONE. The reason that I put Chaewon in my group was mainly because she's such an amazing idol. She can dance and sing. I don't know about her rapping, but all I know is that she can do those two. Chaewon's positions are main dancer and lead vocalist. The reason that I gave her a main dancer position was because she's an amazing dancer and she's one of the lead dancers of IZ*ONE. But she deserves the main dancer position in my group. I love her dancing skills. She's not too fierce but she's not too slow. She's a perfect dancer. And the reason that I gave her a lead vocalist position because her voice is really calm and gentle. Ginsoul's and Rosé's voices are strong and powerful, but Chaewon's voice is gentle and I feel like this group needs that. The sixth member of my group is Heejin from LOONA. Heejin is a literal goddess. Like there's nothing that she can't do. She can sing, rap and dance. So she was basically made for my group. Her positions are main dancer, lead rapper, vocalist and visual. The reason that I gave her the main dancer position along with Chaewon is because she's such a strong dancer. It's self-explanatory. And the reason that I gave her a lead rapper position is because she's not as strong as Ginsoul and the other main rapper, but she's really good and I would imagine her rapping a few times in the B-sides. And the reason I gave her a vocal position is because Heejin is a strong vocalist, but not as strong as the lead and main vocalists. I would give her some vocal lines, but not as much as she gets in LOONA. And the reason that I gave her a visual position is because, well, look at her. She's literally gorgeous. The second to last member of my group is Ryujin from ITZY. I feel like everyone puts Ryujin in their fictional girl group, because she can suit every concept. Ryujin's positions are main rapper, lead dancer and center. Ryujin is the second main rapper in my group, because even though she's only a rookie, her rapping skills are amazing. I especially love her rap in the song Don't Give a What by ITZY, and the reason I gave her a dance position is because like the other members, her dancing skills are incredible but I don't think she's strong enough to be a main dancer compared to Chaewon and Heejin. And her final position is center, because she's the center of ITZY and in the choreography for my group, I would make her be at the front or at least visible to see most of the time. And she also fits that role perfectly. So yes, stan Ryujin. So the last member of Aurora is Chuu from LOONA. It was hard coming up with a final member for my group, but I decided to settle on Chuu because she fits the concept really well and I can imagine her with all of the members. Her positions are sub-vocalist, sub-rapper and maknae. So the reason that I only gave her sub-vocalist and sub-rapper was because even though she's lead vocalist material, this group has too many lead vocalists so I just decided to give her a sub-position. And I don't think I need to explain the maknae role. She's the youngest member of my group. So now we've met all of the members of Aurora. I've made a little picture to show their overall positions, which will be on screen now. So now let's get into their debut album.
내 맘이 흔들거려 기분이 up and down 매번 dripping 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 가까워진 skyline love it love it love it 난 그게 좋아 요란했던 소나기가 씻어 내린 지금 진짜 나를 찾은 것 같아 right now 감출 수 없어 눈부셔 빠져들어 고요한 파도같아 넌 나에게로 가득 번지고 가는 이유들은 나를 넘쳐서 온종일 기분 울림인 걸 객관을 간지럽혀 나를 채워 우린 더 특별해 함께 있을 땐 너들만 아는 텔레파신 날 설레게 yeah Tell me now 넌 날 원해 네 맘이 내 맘같이 원해 너와 나 마치 하나처럼 닮아있어 Talk about 삼킬 수 없이 차오른 마음에 이제 더 이상은 못 참겠어 사랑해 I love you, love you, love you. Baby, 보게 돼. 언젠가 내 꿈에서 너와 손도 잡은 것만 같아. 아마 우린 destiny, baby. 빨리 다가와. Ding, ding, ding. 종이 울려 오잖아. 손에게 와. Ding, ding, ding. 오늘이 정말 가기 전에.
Do you need to 멈췄어도 괜찮아 아무 이유도 모르는 채 달릴 필요 없어 꿈이 없어도 괜찮아 잠시 행복은